Snake, I've lost contact with the Resistance. What's happening out there?
Everything's a mess. I think they've been compromised. They're all fighting topside, Diane. It was a betrayal. My unit commander, he was behind it all. Metal Gear's been destroyed, and a self-destruct sequence has been triggered. This place is going to go up in smoke in 10 minutes. I need an exit route now.
There's an emergency exit that should get you to the surface. It's the emergency ladder access. You're gonna have to climb, Snake.
I got it. On my way.
Hurry, Snake! I managed to intercept NATO communications, which revealed alarming news. They're planning an aerial bombardment to completely destroy Outer Heaven and the surrounding area. The operation is scheduled to commence imminently.
What? You're not listening to me, damn it. I can't just leave everyone behind.
I'm afraid you have no choice. I'm going to do all I can for them. Snake, you have to go now. I just want you to know that you've done more for us than anyone ever has. You gave us hope for a brighter future here. A future without war. I hope we can meet again one day. Goodbye, Snake.
Snake! It's a trap!
Schneider.
They knew, Snake. It's all been...
Schneider, what the hell is going on? I'll save him and bring him to you. I promise.
All right, fine. But you better make good on that promise.
They're all dead because of you, Snake. You failed them. And you'll keep failing. Again and again.
No tracks today. Easy, boy. I know you're hungry. All right, fine. Let's go home.
Frustration continues to grow as officials remain tight-lipped about the rising tensions with the rogue state of Zanzibar Land. No updates have been provided, and questions about potential military actions remain unanswered, as state officials continue to decline comment. That's all we have for now, but stay tuned for updates as we learn more.
Here you go. Good boy. Huh? A call. All the way out here. What is it, boy? What the hell?
So this is where he's been holed up all this time. Solid Snake. You're a hard man to find, you know that?
Apparently not hard enough.
It's been a while, Snake.
Roy Campbell, the former vice commander under Big Boss.
Actually, it's Colonel Campbell now, current commander of Foxhound.
Congratulations. What do you want, Colonel?
Nice place you've got out here. Took us over a dozen channels just to track you down. Never thought you'd be this far off the map.
I didn't want to be found, and I still don't.
You've changed since your time in Foxhound, Snake. Not so green anymore, but I can see you're still the same soldier at heart.
And what makes you think you know the first thing about me?
I know because I'm a soldier too, Snake. Duty and honor define us.
So, you took command after everything that happened.
I did. I won't lie to you. The whole situation with Big Boss was undesirable. But Foxhound has changed, Snake. We're still rebuilding after the fiasco, and I've been restructuring the unit with my personal touch. I have a mission for you, Snake. Something bigger than any of us. A new threat has emerged, one that could be even greater than outer heaven.
You tracked me down, flew a chopper through a snowstorm, and risked your life. All for me to say no. You shouldn't have come.
Just hear me out, Snake. You're going to want to hear this. Believe it or not, I came here personally because I wanted to meet you face to face. I respect what you did at Outer Heaven. We all do, even if the official records would rather erase you from existence.
Please, Colonel, spare me the praise. Even Foxhound's records don't tell the full truth of what happened there. We bombed that place to the ground, and I was nothing but a lamb sent to the slaughter. A lot of innocent people died that day. I failed.
Snake, I'm here to lay it all out in the open for you. Big Boss is gone. No double crosses, no hidden agendas. After Operation Intrude, the Pentagon didn't want to risk another incident like that. Foxhound has been given full clearance to handle this mission internally. Nothing gets in or out without our approval. I promise, things will be different this time.
I don't know how much clearer I can be, so I'll say it again. You shouldn't have come. You've got the wrong guy.
I came all this way to see you, Snake. The least you could do is extend a professional courtesy and hear me out.
Fine. I'll listen. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna join you.
May I sit?
Be my guest.
Thanks for hearing me out, Snake. I appreciate it.
It's fine. So what's the situation?
We're facing an international crisis, Snake. A rogue nation called Zanzibar Land has been seizing nuclear materials from disposal sites around the globe. This area was once known as Zanzibar Province, an autonomous zone of the USSR. In the early 1990s, after the secession of the Baltic states, opposition to the old regime began to rise. During this period of crisis, nationalist movements emerged, and 2 years ago, the area's leaders declared independence. Despite military intervention by the CIS, centered around Russia, this small tribal nation managed to secure its sovereignty. And how did they achieve such a feat? The credit goes to mercenaries from around the world who fought in the conflict. This reliance on hired soldiers earned Zanzibar Land's War of Independence the name the Mercenary War, bringing the profession of the gun for hire back into global focus.
PMCs, like Outer Heaven.
Exactly. This war began to stir right around the time you were sent to infiltrate Outer Heaven. Many of its mercenaries also took part in the conflict.
So Big Boss was involved too.
Yes. As the former commander of Outer Heaven, we don't know why he chose to get involved, whether it was for simple profit or something more. Regardless, he certainly had a part to play. Shortly after you destroyed Outer Heaven, reports emerged of surviving mercenaries relocating to Zanzibar Land permanently. Its rise was sudden. No one could have seen it coming. When the conflict finally ended, Zanzibar Land became a heavily fortified state. After gathering a substantial nuclear arsenal, it started attacking its neighboring countries at will.
And they have the capability to use these nuclear weapons?
We don't know, but we have to assume they do. After the Cold War, it was a time for potential disarmament and peace talks, but they exploited that. Now, Zanzibar Land has become one of the world's most formidable nuclear powers.
Unprovoked attacks, kidnapping, controlling nukes. It's like Outer Heaven all over again. Are they trying to start another war?
We believe so. The West will soon have no choice but to retaliate. We've downplayed Zanzibar's activities in the news to avoid widespread panic, with stories on training exercises, isolated terrorist attack attempts by unaffiliated groups. But we can't keep it under wraps forever. Eventually, the truth will come out. We don't know their ultimate goal, but from everything we've gathered, they're threatening to use nuclear force to hold the entire world hostage. This is a calculated power grab, Snake, and it looks like they're preparing to reveal their full hand soon. We need to act before it's too late.
Okay, I think I understand. But why kidnap this Dr. Marv? How does he fit into all this?
Haven't you heard the news recently? You really have been off the grid, Snake.
I listen on occasion, but I haven't been paying much attention lately. I hear there's something about an oil problem.
That's right. It's our oil reserves. A series of shocks to the oil market pushed the development of new high-tech energy sources, including fusion power. However, most vehicles and machinery still rely on oil. Our reserves are critically low, and the global community was prepared to take drastic measures, either by drilling into sand and shale for more oil, despite the challenges, or transitioning to renewable fuels. But by some miracle, those steps proved unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
A Czech scientist named Dr. Keo Marv successfully bioengineered a new species of algae called oilix, capable of producing petroleum-grade hydrocarbons with minimal cost and effort. It's a breakthrough algae that could solve the global oil crisis overnight. That's precisely why he was kidnapped. With Marv held captive in Zanzibar Land, they can dictate terms to every oil-dependent nation. If they monopolize oilix, they'll control the world's energy supply. This is a dangerous turn of events, Snake. We can't let that happen.
So, another fortress nation rises, and once again, the world is caught off guard.
Whoever's running this operation is clearly a highly skilled and dangerous individual to be able to pull something like this off. We need you, Snake. Infiltration is your specialty. Since Outer Heaven, no one else has real-world experience taking down rogue military nations. You're the only one who can do this.
I tried to put this all behind me. I went off the grid so I'd never have to. Big Boss was right about one thing. I refuse to be a pawn in anyone's game again.
I understand. I've read your file. I know what happened in Outer Heaven took a toll on you, Snake. But I wouldn't be here if this weren't a matter of life or death. They've already attacked disposal sites in the Middle East and Europe. We likely have less than a month before they fully consolidate power. We'll soon have no choice but to retaliate. We're standing on the brink of another world war.
And you think I can stop this war? Just like that?
Again, you're the only one who successfully completed a mission of this magnitude. Foxhound needs your skills, Snake. The world needs you.
Successfully? Colonel, I want you to understand this. I lost too many people to count back then. NATO bombed everything in sight. Everyone. I still can't get the images out of my head. And Big Boss, he betrayed me. He betrayed us all. After I got back to the States, I needed money. But someone like me could never adjust to civilian life. I've spent my entire life being a soldier. I tried, Colonel, but it was only a matter of time before I ended up hurting someone. I had to take responsibility for myself, so I returned to the only thing I know. I became a merc for a while, just enough to survive. And eventually, I earned enough to come out here, to get away from it all. Fighting is the only thing I'm good at. It's the only thing I'll ever be good at. But now, I don't even know who or what I'm fighting for anymore.
Look, I'm sorry to drag you back into this, Snake. But if we fail, it won't just be another Outer Heaven uprising. It'll be a lot worse. Please, come back to us, Snake. Be a soldier again. You're wasted out here. You can do a lot of good. You say you don't know who or what you're fighting for? Then let me tell you. You'll be fighting to stop any more innocent blood from being shed. Isn't that enough? Will you help us, Snake?
You're asking me to walk directly into enemy territory. What intel do you have?
We really do have full clearance to handle this mission internally. I'm in full control. Only a select few members of Foxhound even know about this operation. We have a full support team on standby and have confirmation on Dr. Marv's whereabouts. If we don't act soon, we could lose him. Everyone's waiting on you, Snake. So what's it going to be?
If I do this, Colonel, I need certain assurances.
Of course, you name it.
You said, everything we do in there stays between you, me, and the team until we decide otherwise. Nothing gets out without our approval.
That's correct.
I need your word.
You have my word, Snake.
Okay. Then let's hear the rest of the plan.
Thank you, Snake. All right. This operation, Operation Intrude F-014, is strictly covert. Your mission is to infiltrate Zanzibar Land, locate and rescue Dr. Marv, and find a way to neutralize the threat posed by this new military state. We'll brief you further en route, Snake. The main transport is waiting at Fort Yukon. Once we're airborne, we'll finalize the infiltration plan.
Colonel, one more thing.
What is it, Snake?
Send someone to look after my dogs.
Huh. Consider it done. We'll radio ahead to the base. From there, a C-130 will take you across the border and into the drop zone.
Understood.
Welcome back, Fox. Status report.
All forces are in position, sir. The perimeter is secure. Dr. Marv is in custody. We couldn't find any information on Oilix, either on him or at his lab. But we'll get the answers out of him soon enough.
Excellent work. And the West, any sign of retaliation yet?
While I was on recon, I intercepted Foxhound on my old frequency. It seems they finally reached out to him, sir. Solid Snake.
Well, we knew this day would eventually come, Fox. I hope you're ready.
I am, boss.